Day 80. Yeah, I could see that coming. The stress of the moment. It's day 80. I was already so used to waking up and finding out that I had missed a bunch of days that it was surprised by the fact that I was somehow still alive. Come to think about it, I seem to recall someone pulling me back with great force just before the explosion. That could be why I survived. I wonder who saved me. I see who it was, but I remembered a lavender fragrance. I can think about that later. Lavender. Is everyone okay? I stood up from the makeshift bed, pulled open the curtain divider and stepped outside. And then... What do you mean Tsubasa and Moko are gone? Yeah, exactly what I mean. They're both missing when I woke up. You were the last 3 on watch last night, right? Yes, but halfway through my shift I felt a pain on my neck, like something had pricked me. That's the pain we felt before, haven't we, Takumi? Somebody must have jabbed me with that stolen anesthetic because I blacked out immediately. When you woke up, they were both gone. That's what I've been trying to say. It was at this point that everybody finally noticed I was awake. So Takumi, I see you have decided to rejoin us in the land of the living. 5 days no see.
Oh!
Pretty fast, all things considered. Yeah, hey, shall we be looking for Tsubasa and Moko? Yes, the 9 of us here will split up into groups of 3. After some discussion, we decided on the following groups. Group 1, me, Nozomi, Darumi. Group 2, Takimaru, Kuroda, and Kyoshika. Group 3, Hiroko, Yugamu, Ima. Let's go find them. And thus we embarked on the search for Tsubasa and Moko. We visited every place in the school to see if we could find any traces of them. However, they're nowhere to be found. It's already been an hour since we started looking. Suddenly we heard a strained voice coming from the schoolyard. Bad news! Teams Takumi and Takimaru, can you hear me? If so, come to the parking lot right now. Gave each other knowing glances before rushing toward the stairwell together. Takimaru's team was already at the parking lot by the time we arrived. Oh, the music faded out. I expected that to carry on. There were a few trees near the parking lot. Hiroko and Takimaru's teams were staring agape at something near the top of them. Dread started to pool in the pit of my stomach. Oh, what? Turned slowly and cautiously to look in the direction of their stares. What I saw was... Oh, bloody hell.
No! How?
It was clear they were both dead. Blood drained from my face and I felt sick to the bone. How long now? I mean, they looked like they'd been there for a while. Now 5 of my friends are dead. Didn't know how my heart wasn't breaking apart. Somehow I held myself together and said,
Help me lower them to the ground and move them to the infirmary.
We'll try to bring them back. Oh. Subject Tsubasa Koana. Cause of death, hemorrhagic shock, blood shock. Estimated time of death, day 80 between 5 and 8 a.m. Multiple stab wounds on the chest and abdomen. The murder weapon, a likely sharp blade around 8 in long. Too much time has passed since death, insufficient cryptoglobin present in body, impossible to revive. Like, no, not Tsubasa. Subject Moko. Cause of death, blood shock. Estimated time of death, day 80 between 5 and 8 a.m. Lacerated carotid artery. The murder weapon is likely a sharp blade of unknown length. Too much time has passed since death, insufficient cryptoglobin present in body, impossible to revive. After everyone had a chance to view the monitor, the mood in the room turned utterly gloomy. We silently moved their bodies to the morgue. Hey, do you mind if I mention something?
Huh?
Go on. It's something I noticed about Tsubasa's back.
Huh?
Oh. She got her heart stolen like the others? Oh, you know now. Wait, how did you know about the hearts being stolen?
Oh.
I decided it was not something worth hiding and told them about it. Oh, right. But I don't think the cases are related. Every of them had their backs cut open. And what is it you wanted to tell us about Tsubasa's back? Noticed it when the hem of her blouse hitched up while we were moving her body just now. Darumi walked over to Tsubasa's body and removed the sheet that was covering it. She turned over the body and pulled the blouse up so that we could all see the strange thing on her back.
Huh.
2. Think so. Could be a Z or an N as well. I mean, it's clearly a 2 though. I don't know.
Huh?
The mark is small enough to be completely covered by hand.
Huh.
Not located in the center, but more toward the left side of the spine.
Huh?
This is indeed curious. Purplish color even makes it look like a bruise. It's like branded? Something?
Oh!
What could this number mean? Nobody had an answer to that. We checked Mocha's back as well, but there were no markings at all, let alone one that looked like a number. After that, we turned them both back around, closed our eyes, and put our hands together to pay our respects. Mocha. Nozomi clung on to Mocha's body and wept bitterly. Her anguished chokes and sobs reverberated throughout the hush morgue. Huh. 2. Night soon fell, and when bedtime approached, Kurara suddenly brought something up. I found this in Tsubasa's space. Can you guys take a look at it? The organic life detection device. 9, same as the number of people here. Ain't about time you just showed your hand, X. You're one of us here, aren't you? No criminal in their wrong mind would happily come forward to identify themselves when asked. How about this, X? Fess up and we promise not to throw your sick little ass into jail. So come on, help us out here. Are we only talking to X right now? Say what? X instructed someone to kill Kaku and Shuma. What if it was the same this time? Hey, don't you go putting weird ideas in my head. You're basically saying there are 2 killers among us. Whatever the case, we should probably be sleeping together. I agree, X should still have some of that anesthetic left. Another option is to increase the number of people on watch. It's probably safer for everyone to just sleep in their own rooms. What do you think, Takumi? I folded my arms across my chest and thought long and hard about it before saying, yes, going back to sleeping in our own rooms may be the better option at this point. On the condition that nobody opens the door until the morning announcement. Are we clear on that? No ding-dong nonsense? That's the condition. Day 81. But don't trust the... Oh, it's a bing bong. It's a bing bong, not a ding dong ding dong. It's a ding dong bing bong. There's a difference. I didn't black out despite having gone through so much stress yesterday. I didn't know why. It wasn't like I'd been cured of my fainting disease. During the day, we split up into groups to investigate the depths of Tsubasa and Mocha. But we didn't find a single clue. That too is just very interesting. Soon the sun started setting. Darkness took over. Okay. So straight through another day. It happened right after the bedtime announcement had played. Nope. The sound of the doorbell sent a chill up my spine. Was it X? Were they here to get me? Those thoughts raced through my mind as I gingerly made my way over to the door, where I was greeted by a familiar voice from the other side. I know what you're thinking, Takumi. Maybe Hiroko is X, right? But you would be wrong. I am not X. Oh, well, we should just trust you, should we? Yeah, you say that, but... Just listen to me. I need to tell you something. You stay outside, then. You are likely innocent because you did not have the detonator for Eva's bomb. For that reason, I trust you and want to tell you something I remembered. What is it? I am going to the morgue now. If you trust me, meet me there. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be like, no! No! I heard the sound of her clacking heels getting softer and softer until it went completely silent. What should I do? I don't believe Hiroko is X, but... Can you be sure of that, though? Damn it. Dude. I hid my infuser under my clothes as a precaution and ran directly to the morgue. You fool. Shouldn't have done that. I mean, we're probably fine. I'm in the same logic of like, yeah, we'll be fine, but you still shouldn't have done it. I've never met an idiot as stupendously naive as you. Did you even consider what would have happened to you had I really been X? But you said you weren't.
Oh.
Only a gullible idiot would believe a potential suspect is not a bloodthirsty serial killer simply because they said so. Yeah, it's like, you fool. I mean, I do believe you're right, but still. I gritted my teeth in frustration, then said, Anyway, what was this thing you remembered? Hideko walked over to Tsubas's dead body without a word. She stopped in front of the body and removed the sheet. She turned the body over before lifting the blouse up. It's the strange number we saw yesterday. What about it? This is a Livor Mortis code. A what? Livor Mortis code? It's a unique number that appears on the back of all SDU members when they lose almost all of their cryptoglobin. Where did this come from? Only those from Team 1 have this. Where did you hear about this? That is a three-day-long story I can tell you another time. What I can tell you now is that this is a very reliable piece of information, like... Again, it's like, how much do you know, Hideko? You clearly know more than we do. So, what's going on with you? It's like too much information with you. At so many times, it's like, clearly you time jump as well. It's like, She moved to Schumer's body next, removing the sheet covering him. She flipped his body around so that his back was facing up. There was a large, gaping hole there. Schumer too? Yes, I believe X must have done this. But when? We've all been moving in groups ever since he died. Well, there was just one sliver of opportunity X could have taken advantage of. What's that? When Eva self-destructed. Everyone got caught in the blast and were knocked out. It was the next morning by the time we regained consciousness. X must have woken up sooner than the rest of us, and... Hideko showed me Eito and Gaku's back cavities next. Finally, she turned Kako's body over. Now we have 4 cases on hand. Every wound is the same shape. X used the same method to remove the hearts from their bodies. Sure seems that way. What do you see when you look at this wound? Well, the outline is rather clearly defined, like they were cut open with a scalpel or something. Oh, I get it now. It's in the exact same location. That has to be it. Part of their backs where the Livor Mortis code has been cut out. Well done. Is it the same for Moko? Have you been listening? The Livor Mortis code only shows up on those from Team 1. Moko's from Team 2. Naturally, her back is code-free. After saying that, Hideko returned the bodies to their original positions. But why would X do such a thing? I'm guessing it's because they do not want us to learn of their existence. If the bodies were left in their original state, somebody was bound to notice the codes sooner or later. Like, but what's the significance of these codes?
Oh.
So they cut out the part with the code in order to keep them hidden from us. Why dig out the hearts too? Most likely a red herring. Think about it.
Oh.
What would be the first thing to come to your mind if you saw that multiple bodies had only a certain part of their backs cut away? I would think there had been something in our bodies as well. You see? Now you are getting it. You would think X is targeting something invisible on the part of our bodies, right? And what would you do with that information? What am I supposed to do? For example, I would cut out that part of my body before X could get their hands on it. Or cover it with something like a tattoo or a soaring dragon.
Oh.
X would likely be highly inconvenienced if we did that. That is why they took out the heart as well. It just depends what this number means. Like, do we all have different numbers or what? They wanted us to believe their target was not that patch of skin on our backs, but the hearts in our bodies. That's why X did that. Though that still leaves us with one question.
Huh?
What's that?
Oh.
I'll explain later. You'll see X's objective has to do with knowledge of the Livor Mortis codes. Our current hypothesis is that X cut out that particular part of the skin. Not because they were avid skin collectors, no, but simply to stop us from knowing about the existence of the codes. But if that's true, why set up the red herring? Because if X's objective was only to know what the codes were, they could have simply gotten rid of the bodies once they saw it. They could have tossed the bodies into the wall of fire, buried them in the forest. Yet X did none of these things. Why? I'm not sure, but maybe they need the bodies to be left in the morgue for some reason. The zombie aspect from the killing game route. You think so too? Yes. X clearly wanted to leave the bodies in here. By doing so, it would allow us to find out about the existence of the Livor Mortis codes. That is why they went through the trouble of setting up such a complicated red herring, removing the skin and hearts of those already dead. But the question is, why does X want the bodies preserved? That is what I am trying to find out. Let's put that aside for now and talk about something else. Why does X want to know what the Livor Mortis codes are? It has to do with the distress signal transmitter. It's the password. Or something. Right? The transmitter the boy with the undying flames told us about? I recently found out there is something called a distress signal transmitter somewhere in the school. It was put here in the event of all but one member of Team 1 dying. Once the correct series of codes has been entered into the transmitter, it would, transmit a distress signal. Oh, I know. The correct series of codes as mentioned must be referring to the Livor Mortis codes. Yes, there are 10 people on Team 1. Entering 9 of our codes will summon the rescue craft. Because knowing the Livor Mortis codes of 9 people indicates that 9 people have entered total death. Total death. Means the complete cessation of life. In this state, a person is impossible to revive. Okay, but how did you come across all this information? The same way I came across the previous information. By remembering them. And how did you remember them? Where did you get the information from? Originally. Oh, the 3-day-long story you were talking about? Yes, I will explain further when the time is more on our side. For now, our priority is to identify X. Do you understand now? Do you understand why I said X's objective is to find out the Livor Mortis code? Does this mean X is trying to summon the rescue craft? It is very likely. So that they can leave the school? Quite so. Which also means X already knows where the distress signal transmitter is located? Because the Livor Mortis code would be useless otherwise? That is a logical line of reasoning. Keep going. If we find the distress signal transmitter ourselves, we may find a clue to X's identity. Hideko nodded deeply at my words. That is why I'm going to start looking for the distress signal transmitter now. Care to join me? But it's almost midnight. What are you, 5? Alright. Day 82. Hideko and I ran around the school all night in search of the distress signal transmitter. We found out nothing in the end. Oh, it's almost 6. If we're not in our rooms for the morning announcement, the others may suspect us of being X. Yes, we should call it a day for now, and just as Hideko was about to finish her sentence... Kurata? Hide yourself. What in the world? You made the rule that we should never go anywhere alone, remember? So why is Kurata wandering around by herself then? Just a thought. Is it really Kurata under the mask? We don't know. Could be someone just pretending to be Kurata. Ooh. The mask does help that quite a bit. Now that you mention it. We peered out from around the corner of the hallway to see where Kurata was going. She quickly vanished in the direction of the staircase. sound of footsteps on the floor above us slowly became softer and softer until we heard the roof door closing. Then there was silence. Kurara went upstairs. I mean, we're on the ground floor. I just had a thought. I want the gallery. I just had a thought. But she just came from the staircase. Why would she come down the stairs just to go up again? Maybe she didn't come down the stairs? You saying? We started investigating the area around the staircase, groping around the wall surfaces to see if we could find anything. And then...
What is this?
Secret door!
A secret door.
Let's see what's inside.
Yes.
I want at the gallery again. I just had a thought. Behind the door was a staircase leading down into pitch darkness.
Kurara didn't come downstairs.
She came up from here.
So, at the end of this staircase...
Yes. There's something to be discovered for sure. Let's go see.
Oh. What is this? Can we get the gallery yet? Like, oh no, I want the gallery! This place. Cannot believe we are still discovering new places in the school on day 82. It's freezing in here. Your funny jokes made the heat in the room shrivel up and die. I don't recall making any jokes. You can see a list of people over there. There's a device of some sort in the middle of the room. We should check it out. Hideko and I approached the device and stared at the display monitor. Yeah. Is this what I think it is? It's not got everyone on it, though. There was a user manual of sorts in the bottom left part of the screen, which read... It's everyone then from the first group, because it's like, I'm just looking at it, it's like, yeah, it's everyone in the first group. So it's like, this is the transmitter, but what's with the purpley stuff? Distress signal transmitter. Enter the Livor Mortis code of each SDU member in the blank spaces of the screen. A distress signal is transmitted when 9 correct codes are entered. However, should a single incorrect code be entered, poison gas will be released from the tank behind the device. This is a special gas designed to instantly dissolve all types of physical objects. Damn. Neither a gas mask nor a biohazard suit will offer any sort of protection against it. You have been warned. So yeah, the sponsor. I was like, Invader? Like, no. Sponsor suit won't help there.
Oh.
This is it. This is the distress signal transmitter we were looking for. I think it's been here this whole time. This is a major discovery. In my excitement, I started looking around the other areas of the room. The next moment, I felt my blood going cold. I saw something I hadn't noticed initially because all my attention had been on the device. What are we looking at? What? An object in the corner of the room. Like that box there that's covered in stuff? No, that wasn't an object. It was... That was... This is what I was thinking! Kurara, Ozuki's dead body.
Wait. What? We have to take her to the infirmary.
Although that does actually change something I was thinking and why I wanted to go look at the gallery. Ooh. Strangled though from the looks of it. Huh.
Don't bother. A dead body doesn't freeze up that badly within an hour or so.
So, she's been dead for a long time?
You have eyes? Can you not see? This is definitely Kurara Osuzuki. I know because I've seen her real face before. The one beneath her usual tomato head mask.
When did you see it?
I've seen her face before too.
On that note, do you remember who we just crossed paths with?
Yes. Someone dressed like Kurara.
But the real Kurara is here, which means...
Who the heck was that?
One thing is for sure. That person is none other than X themselves.
Yeah. And I had thoughts on who it could be, but now I'm confused again. What the? What? Story log 3? I haven't had the first 2 tutorials about this one. If arrived at story log 3, you will not be able to progress without meeting certain conditions. Try exploring other branches for now. Reach story log 2. What? No! 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 So I want to go to the gallery. Let's just go back. Actually, I was gonna say let's just go back to a free day. Which one was the free day down here? There was one here, wasn't there? Yeah, free time. Because I want the gallery. I just want to discuss what I was gonna go with. It was gonna make sense, and then it didn't make sense. That's the thing. It's like my logic was going to make perfect sense. Perfect sense until we found her body. And then I'm like, oh. Well, just get to the free time. Just get to the free time. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. You're dead already. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, wait. It's like, hold on. No, transcript, hold on. Okay, you want to create the detonator. Okay. So it's just like, several things thinking in my head where it's like, it keeps coming back to a certain point, and then there's evidence that throws it off this certain logic I have in my head. Can you get to the free time already so I can view the gallery? So I could show you what I was thinking. So first and foremost, let me check the chapter select. So it's here where we were thinking about making the detonator. And then Kyako was dead. At that point. Did you already make them? Because then it's like you could have given it to Kyako. Like maybe she already made them at like this point. And then Kyako could have had one. Because what I'm actually like thinking here, like what my logic was going to be until we found the body, was very much going to be, right, I need to find it, that's the problem. Like the CG I'm trying to find. Right, so that was the first set of days. That was that ending. What's that? Okay. Assuming it's got a CG in here for it. Was that? No. 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 That's the Killing Game Roots one. There we are. I wanted to analyze this image with the possibility that this is actually Kurara. And I was thinking like, Kyako swapped places with Kurara? And that's what was going on here? But it's like, wouldn't the Revive-O-Matic know that? That's the only issue with this kind of logic. It's like, that's why I wanted to analyze it, but it was always going to be like, okay, so that would be Kurara's body is what I was thinking. And Kyako has swapped places. But, now that kind of logic has been thrown completely off because of that. So it's like, no, that can't be the case because Kurara's body is there. It's like, huh. But that's twice now that I've leaned towards Kyako, but then everything's thrown it off. So it's like, it feels like there's some kind of logic there, but I just... The two ways I was thinking it have just been thrown off. Although, again, it's like there is some possibility that the devices were made here at this point, like halfway through day 26. And then she had them ready, so it's like that would be the legitimate way she ended up with it. But then it's like, how can it be Kako? Because we have Kako's dead body that's not secretly somebody else's. Like, it would have to be Kurara's. It's not secretly Kurara's body, and Kako's actually still alive. Because then that wouldn't make sense. With like, whose body would that be? It's like, okay, so that rules that out. It's like, but it has to be someone who got the device legitimately through the correct means, they said, or whatever, like the correct channels. They got the detonated device, but how does that work? Also, and now it's very much like, okay, so we've reached a dead end here that we can't proceed without reaching story lock number 2. So I'm very much thinking, because you know when it was like discussing like what we should do with the different routes here, I'm very much thinking now we go with a guide, because I'd like to get everything in a correct order now. Otherwise we're going to get very confused, and I might actually just do that as a straight up thing going forward. Like, you know, I was thinking like maybe we won't get all the endings. What I might do is see if there's any element to the idea that there is certain endings that give you a lot of information, and they're the endings you should get. Maybe there's a true ending, we should head towards that, because like, if there's story locks, like maybe this is the way we're meant to go, and that leads towards the true ending or something like that. So I might see about that as a way going forward. I might take us back through these different endings first, though. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is like in between the this part and the next, I'll go away and study guides, spoiler-free guides, I'm assuming there are out there, and see how we want to approach this going forward, and we'll discuss that in the next part at the same time as we start going back and viewing different endings. Oh, so if we say Takumi there and we say over there, that leads to different endings. Okay. So if we shut up either there, that heads to a different ending, because we went with no. That one's yes. Okay. And down here, decided who the killer was. We went with Shuma. I'm assuming anybody else. Yeah, anybody else. Other. Okay, yeah. And then when we get back to basically once we've done that one, I'm assuming based on like what my research will be, we'll then follow a guide and head towards making it so we can unlock this lock. And I'll see and like have conversations with people like on Discord and stuff like that. Although by the time these videos come out, I've probably already done that, like from your perspective, that kind of thing. Because it's probably a while off. It's a while off. When this video comes out, like a week, at least 2 weeks at this point. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the timings. But yeah, yeah. So it's like I'll see and have discussions, because there may be stuff that's like routes where it's like it's not worth going down that route. So there's no point, that kind of thing. So I may see about that. So yeah, I'll check on guides to see where's the best way to approach this in between the parts, and we'll come back with a little discussion and check out the endings, the alternative endings here for this route we've just done, and then after that, we'll pursue whatever I decide to do. But again, we'll discuss that in the next part, because I need to go away and research. So we'll see you in the next part anyway. Ta-da for now.